Today I'm recording and mixing pop vocals with Waves plugins, and the finished results sound like this.
The longer you're gone, the more I can. What's that? So, why you always trying to come and undo? But what's that? So, I'ma focus on anything but you.
My name's KARRA, and I'm an artist, songwriter, and vocal producer, and welcome to my home studio. In this session, we're gonna record the vocals to my song Woosah, then mix all my lead vocals, doubles, and adlibs using 100% Waves plugins and StudioVerse. Today's vocal microphone of choice is the Neumann TLM49, connected directly into my Prism Titan audio interface. Even though I have various analog preamps and compressors in my studio desk, I'm intentionally not going to be using any of it. I want to showcase how professional your music can sound, mixed and mastered 100% in the box with Waves plugins. So let's open up Logic Pro and load up my Logic vocal template available at iamkarra.com to get all my channels pre-organized, colored, panned, and named for quick and easy vocal recording. Next, I open my Logic settings and reduce my buffer size to 64 to get the lowest latency possible in my headphones while I sing. Then add an instance of Waves StudioVerse to open up my KARRA headphone mix preset in just 2 clicks. I like to sing through EQ, compression, reverb, and delay, and this preset gives me everything I need using just 4 simple Waves plugins, and 4 macro controls to customize your sound. I always like to sing some scales or vocal warm-ups before I begin. Hearing yourself through effects can easily inspire new ideas and get you in the zone to perform. My headphone mix is sounding perfect, and I don't hear any noticeable latency in my headphones. Okay, now I'm just having a little too much fun with it. The plugins inside my preset are Q2 for low cut around 100 Hz, RVox for that classic pop vocal compression,
You stay getting born live.
Reverb with a decay time around 2.5 seconds and size at 100%, and H delay for some lo-fi 8th note echoes. That was cool. Let's record some lead vocals.
High up, I've been thinking new thoughts. You stay getting born lost. I can't tie myself to your rock, so gotta get away. I've been taking off since you fell off.
I record each part a couple times, then comp together the best pieces later.
Like I'm meeting Mama Fuku in the villa. The longer you're gone, the more I can. Why you always tryna come and undo? Oh, what's that? So, I'ma focus on anything but you. Thinking that you're the reason why everything wasn't feeling right, but everything going right now. Cause you ain't there to hold me down. Live from the west side, on a new high, coming up like a yo-yo. Free, cutting all ties. The longer you're gone, the more I can.
After I finish recording leads, I like to add Waves tune real time to hear my vocals through pitch correction as I comp and edit. Set the key and scale to match your song. Mine's an F sharp minor, and I double check that by tuning the speed up full blast to hear the notes really clearly.
Why you always tryna come and undo?
Then dialing it back to taste to sound natural.
I'ma focus on anything but you.
Slow down the note transition for less of a T-Pain effect.
The longer you're gone.
And slow down the tune for more natural note centers.
So,
Copy your Waves Tune real-time plugin to every vocal track now that you've perfected your settings. And we're ready to record some doubles.
you stay getting more lost. I can't tie myself to your rocks. So, gotta get away. I've been taking off since you fell off. Tipping big boots out like I'm alive. Feel like I'm meeting Mama Fuku in the villa.
With octaves and harmonies to enhance the main melody.
So, why you always tryna come and undo? What's that?
So, I'ma focus on anything but you.
And finally, some adlibs to add more personality and call and response to the lead vocals.
I can't tie myself to your rocks. So, gotta get away. I've been taking off since you fell off. Tipping big boots out like I'm alive.
All of our vocals are recorded, but we're still hearing everything through our headphone mix effects. Let's open up Wave's StudioVerse to create the perfect vocal chain for a pop vocal.
Gotta get away.
Starting with the leads. StudioVerse takes preset menus to the next level with a huge database of chains and signature settings from your favorite artists and engineers. Let's try out Rihanna's vocal chain. I love her sound.
Lost. I can't tie myself to your rock, so
Let's use the macro knobs to adjust the effects.
hey up, I've been thinking new thoughts. You stay getting more lost. I can't tie myself to your rock, so gotta get away. I've been taking off since you fell off. Tipping big rooftop like I'm alive. Feel like I'm meeting Mama Fuku in the villa. The longer you're gone, the more I can.
To keep the energy of the saturator without the added harshness, I'm going to add a new Waves plugin called Curves Equator. This plugin automatically detects and controls harshness in your signal.
Hey up, I've been thinking new thoughts.
Simply play your signal and press Learn to let the plugin intelligently analyze and process the tonal balance of your vocals.
Gotta get away. I've been taking off since you fell off.
Then adjust the sensitivity to control the amount.
Like I'm alive. Feel like I'm meeting Mama Fuku in the villa. The longer you're gone, the more I can. Woosah, so why you always tryna come and undo my woosah, so I'ma
Or pull up my favorite preset, D-Harsh Midrange. This focuses the plugin on frequencies between 300 and 5K.
Thinking new thoughts. You stay getting more lost. I can't tie myself to your rock,
Bypassed.
so gotta get away. I've been
Waves
taking
plugin.
off since you fell off. Tipping big rooftop like I'm alive. Feel like I'm meeting Mama Fuku in the villa.
Bypassed.
The longer you're gone, the more I can. Woosah, so why you always tryna come?
StudioVerse really gives you a finished vocal sound in a single plugin, and that's why it's one of my favorites.
On anything but you.
Let's add another StudioVerse on our background vocals bus to process all doubles, harmonies, and octaves with a single insert on the bus.
Since you fell off.
Just like lead vocals, we can find chains specifically for mixing background vocals.
You're gone, the more I can. Woosah, so why you always tryna come and undo?
Let's audition a few different vibes to find our favorite.
Woosah, so why you always tryna come and undo? My woosah, so I'ma focus on anything but you.
I like this backing vocals preset a lot. If you want an even bigger sounding stack, you can add artificial vocal layers using Vocal Bender on your stacks. Let's bend this layer using the format knobs to make my voice sound bigger or smaller.
Tryna come and undo my woosah,
So I'ma focus on anything but you. Woosah, so
Why you always tryna come and undo?
Add a deep vibe to your voice with the pitch at -12 and the mix knob at 50%.
woosah, so why you always tryna come and undo my woosah, so
This is a great way to turn boring doubles into a bigger group vocal sound.
woosah, so why you always tryna come and undo my woosah, so I'ma focus on anything but you.
Finally, let's mix our Adlib vocals.
So
These are separate from the backgrounds because I want them to have their own unique chain to stand out.
focus on anything but you.
Let's search for Adlibs and find a preset that works for this vocal.
Like you,
We've got distorted vibes,
like you,
dark, spacey reverb,
like you,
bright and wavy effects,
tight.
and telephone effect.
Focus on anything but you.
This is sounding nice.
I've been taking off since you fell off. Tipping big rooftop like I'm alive. Feel like I'm meeting Mama Fuku in the villa. The longer you're gone, the more I can.
I like having separate control over my reverb and delay volume, so I'm gonna move my reverb to another channel within this parallel split and reassign the reverb knob to the volume level.
Why you always tryna come and undo my woosah, so I'ma focus on anything but you.
Now I can add some extra sauce to the delays with a metaflanger for extra width.
You're the reason why everything wasn't feeling right.
And these vocals are sounding saucy.
Right now. So ain't there to hold me down. Live from the west side on a new high, coming up like a yo-yo. Free.
So let's add a master chain to boost the overall loudness and energy of our track. One of my go-to mastering plugins by Waves is Abbey Road TG Mastering. I love its subtle analog flavor, even before you turn on any knobs. I usually just boost the spreader and leave everything else in the default position. Let's switch this plugin on and off to hear the difference. Bypass. And Abbey Road Mastering. Next, I finalize my loudness with a multi-band limiter called L316. My favorite EQ curve is this basic 1 preset with a threshold pulled down until you have about 3 dB of attenuation or less.
High up, I've been thinking through thoughts. You stay getting more lost. I can't tie myself to your rocks, so gotta get away.
I find it much easier to reach my desired loudness levels with a multi-band limiter than a traditional limiter.
Feel like I'm eating Mama Fuku in the villa. The longer you're gone, the more I can woosah. So why you always tryna come and undo? But woosah. So I'ma focus on anything but you.
Speaking of loudness levels, I like to check my master's levels in LUFS using the Waves loudness meter plugin at the end of my chain.
I can woosah. So why you always tryna come and undo? But woosah. So
I always target -9 or -8 LUFS for high energy pop songs. And this is looking and sounding great. Now that we've mixed all of our vocals and mastered them over our beat, let's take one final listen to my song Woosah, mixed and mastered with Waves plugins.
high up, I've been thinking through thoughts. You stay getting more lost. I can't tie myself to your rocks, so gotta get away. I've been taking off since I fell off. Tipping big rooftop like I'm alive. Feel like I'm eating Mama Fuku in the villa. The longer you're gone, the more I can woosah. So why you always tryna come and undo? But woosah. So I'ma focus on anything but you. Thinking that you're the reason why everything wasn't feeling right. But everything going right now. 'Cause you ain't there to hold me down. Live from the west side on a new high, coming up like a yo-yo. Free, cutting all ties. The longer you're gone, the more I can woosah. So why you always tryna come and undo? But woosah. So I'ma focus on anything but you.
If you want to try Waves plugins and discover unlimited sonic possibilities in StudioVerse, visit the links in the description below to learn more about all the plugins used in this tutorial. You'll also find links to my Logic vocal template I use in every session, plus links to stream my song Woosah, which is featured on my debut album Beauty and the Boss. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in another session.